Hi, let's save some money on scheduling, and this time with scheduled scaling. Let's dive in. First, schedule actions allows you to adjust the number of ECS tasks or EC2 instances in your auto-scaling group at specific times. So this is useful for handling predictable workload patterns, such as increased traffic during certain hours of the day or specific days of the week. So you can see here that the web traffic in the month, let's say you have an application here, and you can see here that during weekend, the usage is low here. And also you can see the web traffic by hour of days. And you can see that during night, the traffic is also low. So maybe you want to stop some of your servers or instances here during night and weekend. And by doing that, because instance pricing is usage-based, you pay by the hour only when you have it allocated and running. So if you stop your instances on nights and weekend, you can save around 66% of your total spend. So you can create scheduled action that scale your capacity up or down based on predefined schedules. So here you have your scheduled action. So let's say you create one for start and one for stop. You will have here a cron expression to set recurring schedules. And then you have the desired capacity, so 1 or 0, the minimum, 1 or 0 here, and the maximum, let's say 2 for both of them here. But what if you want to stop, start, scale, hibernate your EC2 instances that are not in an auto-scaling group? What if you want to schedule actions for other services, such as ADS, EKS, or ECS Fargate? What if you want to scale across multiple accounts at the same time? First solution is to use tagging. So you can create an architecture here with Lambda function to stop and start your services. So this is an example for EC2 instances, but you can also use it for ADS or EKS, ECS. And you can use Amazon Event Bridge or CloudWatch event rules to have some cron expression like this here. So one to stop and one to start. Then you can have two different AWS Lambda, one to stop and one to start, and use tagging here. So you can filter your EC2 instances, for example, with a tagging on hibernation. And so every instances that will have the tag hibernation with the value true here will be good to be stopped here or started on nights and weekends. You can also use Event Bridge Scheduler, so it will allow you to schedule millions of tasks that can invoke more than 270 AWS service and over 6,000 API operations. So you can create schedules using cron and rate expressions for recurring patterns, or you can also configure one-time invocations. And you can set up flexible time windows for delivery, define retry limits, and set the maximum retention time for failed triggers. How do you fix it? So you simply have to use scheduled scaling. So this might be a little bit complex also to configure depending on your workloads, but you have to understand your usage patterns and applications metrics. Then you use either scheduled actions, Event Bridge Scheduler, or the Event Bridge Lambda tagging combination. And finally, you can define cron expressions to set recurring schedules that will scale your capacity up or down.